2 adjective videos, and this one I think you'll like. It's called Paint the Way. And this guy from Grammaropolis is going to talk all about adjectives and how adjectives color our world. Because if we didn't have adjectives, our world would be boring.
Like that?
Okay?
He looks like an old.
I love spring, it's so bright and lively. The only seasons I love as much are summer, fall, and winter. Life is so wonderful being an adjective. Look at those nouns having a picnic. Let's describe them. Tina's kind, Reggie's sweet, Cake's delish, Skunks are odoriferous. Nancy's divine, Nelson's neat, trees are tall, I am small but vociferous. If her dress is quite ugly, but you know she tries, use the art of the adjective to get you by. Say your dress is so interesting. Thanks. She replies, you're so wise. The adjective will fill my palate plenty. Which one, what kind, how much, describe how many. The words you think, the thoughts you say should never let your day go gray. The world of words will help you paint the way. But it isn't just nouns, there are pronouns I've found who need adjectives. They take the place of a noun and then they come around where magic lives. Like that flower in scorches, your grandma, she's one. Hey skunk, you are putrid and make stinky skies. Yes, pronouns live like nouns, but in disguise. So let's modify and describe. The adjective will fill my palate plenty. Which one, what kind, how much, describe how many. The words you think, the thoughts you say should never let your day go gray. The world of words will help you paint the way. Adjectives can be demonstrative, that call those diamonds. They can be possessive, my sandwich, her smile. They can be comparative, yellower than a lemon, even taller than a baby. Or superlative, the yellowest melon, the tallest non-made. You can use all of those to describe things. A blue sky, the bluer sky, the bluest sky. That sky, my sky. Oh, my. Now the articles, or baby adjectives, they are my little ones. They're so cute, they're the A, V, and N. Aren't they cute, they say? Well, they're sometimes fun. Oh, that is broke. They're an inch, or the sky, or a blackberry pie, or the craziest, singingest, wordiest guy. Yes, an adjective raises your thoughts oh so high. So let's play in a higher key, fly and describe. The adjective will fill my plenty. Which one, what kind, how much, describe how many. The words you think, the thoughts you say should never let your day go gray. The world of words will help you paint the way. I can tell your precious blood without me love your world is done. What a lovely song.
So, towards the end, I kind of talked about some other adjectives we're actually going to talk about next week, but I wanted you to watch the whole video because I think it's kind of a cute, fun video. But throughout the video, I talked about how adjectives are describing words that make our word colorful and not dull and gray. Okay, now here is what adjectives they tell us. They might tell us which one, what kind, how much, or how many. And today on our paper, we're going to be talking about what kind and how many. So those are the two that we're going to focus on today. Okay? All right, so get out your pink paper. Make sure your name is at the top. We're only going to talk about 2 of them today. We're going to talk about what kind. We have a video tomorrow. 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Okay? So tomorrow we'll watch the Schoolhouse Rock video. Today we watched Grammaropolis, okay?
I was like, what? I thought you told.
Oh yeah, there's 2 videos. I'm sorry. One is going to be today.
You said 2 videos.
I'm sorry. I should have said there's 2 videos on adjectives. One's going to be today, and one will be tomorrow. Okay? I'm sorry. Mrs. Murphy maybe didn't say that correctly. So, back to our paper. On our paper, we're only going to worry about 2 things today on adjectives, not the 4. We're going to worry about some adjectives tell what kind or how many. So, for example, Joe's aunt grows tall plants. Tall is my adjective because it's describing the plants. She has 5 sunflowers. My adjective is 5 because that tells me how many sunflowers. It just doesn't say she has sunflowers. It says she has 5 sunflowers. So it tells me how many. Okay? Now down here, we're going to practice finding the adjectives. And the adjectives are usually right next to the noun that it's describing. So we're going to circle the adjective, and then we're going to underline the noun that it's describing. All right, so I'm going to pick, let me see who hasn't been up here. Carson, I'm going to have you come up first. All right, Carson, listen to this first sentence. It says, Luke has a pretty garden. Carson, can you find the adjective? One second here. There we go. Can you find the adjective that is describing something and circle it? And guess what? My pen is broken, so we're gonna have to use our finger.
What?
Yeah,
What
it does-
happened?
You can't stick on
It's not magnetized anymore. It's broken. So we're just gonna use our finger till I get a new one. Luke has a pretty garden. Garden is my noun, so let's underline the noun. Let's underline garden. Now, what kind of garden does he have, Carson? A pretty. So we're going to circle pretty because that's describing the garden. So we could change pretty to a big garden, a large, a small, a ugly garden. We could change it. That wouldn't be very nice, but it could be an adjective. Remember, adjectives describe something. Good job. So circle pretty and underline garden. And see how this is right next to the noun? That will usually happen.
There is one that has a the, then the word. It's still close.
It's still close. Number 2. It includes small plants with yellow flowers. Now this one has a couple adjectives. Can you find one, Lily? It includes small plants with yellow flowers. Small, come up here and underline small, Lily. I'm sorry, circle small. That's our adjective. And what is it describing? We're going to underline it. Small what? Small plants. So underline plants. So it tells us what kind of plants are they? They are small plants. Now there's another adjective. Mason, can you come find the other one? Yellow. Good job, Mason. Yellow flowers. Excellent. So in this sentence, there was 2 adjectives, and that could happen. That means it's an awesome sentence because the more adjectives you have, the better, the more colorful it will be. Okay, number 3. There was a white fence around the garden. Addie. There is a white fence around the garden. Good job. White is my adjective that is describing what kind of fence. Excellent. Excellent. All right. I'm gonna do one more with you, and then the last two, I'm just gonna have you try to, I'll read a bit, I'm gonna have you try to do it on your own. Okay, number 4. I like the wooden bench under the tree. Ingrid? I like the wooden bench under the tree. Like is something you do. I like the wooden bench under the tree. So find your noun, person, place, or thing, or animal. Okay, wooden is my adjective, so circle wooden. And what is wooden describing? Huh? No. What is wooden? I like the wooden bench under the tree. Bench. So it's right next to it. So what kind of bench is it? It's a wooden bench. Wooden.
I like how I said bench and then she said bench and then
Yeah, you should be saying it though, because you're not letting her think. Okay, number 5. I'm gonna read it. You circle the adjective and underline the noun that is next to it. Okay, I will read it. You do it. And we'll see if you can get it right. The red flowers are my favorite. So circle your adjective, underline your noun. The red flowers are my favorite.
Wait, is this 2 or 1?
Just one adjective. I'll tell you one adjective in this sentence. The red flowers are my favorite.
It makes it a little easier.
Okay, number 6. There's also one noun and adjective in this one. They are near the flat rocks. They are near the flat rocks. So circle your adjective, underline your noun. Okay, when you have this paper done, please put it underneath your spelling.